17 wins and counting for the Michigan baseball team. Head coach Erik Bakich kind enough to join us live as part of this big show broadcast. Coach, it is never easy to do anything in this world 17 consecutive times without failing. What's impressed you the most about your team's performance during this streak?
Well, just watching the introductory clips there, looked like a lot of guys with a lot of positive energy and a lot of enthusiasm for each other, and that was one of the biggest keys to get back to was, just compete for Michigan and compete with a positive attitude and a lot of energy, and some of those things that maybe we weren't doing as good enough of a job in. And, we just wanted to contribute to the athletic department's success that, we're watching basketball and hockey and softball and all these sports do so many great things, and just wanted to represent Michigan in the Block M and contribute as best we could.
Yeah, it's certainly been a great 2018 so far for the entire Michigan athletic department. As far as your team is concerned, pitching, especially in Big Ten play, has been outstanding. Opponents batting just 172 against you. When did you think that this staff could be as dominant as they've been?
We're still a work in progress. I don't think we've been dominant in many areas in terms of that regard. I think it's just been the benefit of guys just being aggressive with multiple pitches. Tommy Henry and Ben Dragani have done a great job of setting a tone on Friday and Saturday, and a lot of credit to them of just throwing a ton of strikes and having the defense behind them making plays. And don't like to talk in terms of being dominant, but they have been pitching well, and they've been very aggressive and very consistent. I'd say the consistency of their ability to command multiple pitches these last few weeks has been impressive.
Erik, you mentioned the defense behind those pitchers. Just 4 errors this year, nearly 300 chances. That leads the Big Ten. How has this team been so good defensively when you consider the fact that most of the games have not been played in exactly ideal conditions?
Yeah, well, it's been kind of a stark contrast from the non-conference, because that was one of our biggest areas of growth and improvement was the defense in our non-conference play, and we were really just trying to find ourselves and trying to figure it out. And as we've gone on with the season here and really started to just play for each other, play for Michigan, represent the Block M, the defense has really picked up as well. And so, yeah, in Big Ten play, the defense and the consistency of these guys in their roles has been good. And it's been fun to watch them and their personalities come out on that field. And we weren't seeing that early in the year. And we're seeing that a little bit more now, which is, it's exciting to watch these guys have a playground mentality out there.
At the dish, Jonathan Engelman, 483 in Big Ten play. Jesse Franklin's better than 350, showing a ton of pop. What do you like about the way your players are approaching their at-bats?
Well, they're bought into an approach of having a quality at-bat, and, a lot of this has been to take the target off of the individual and the stat and the result and just put it on the team and on Michigan. And so a lot of times it's just about trying to get on base or trying to knock a guy in that already is on base, and just stringing quality at-bats together and having more of a run-scoring mindset instead of a batting average mindset. And so that's been a big shift in our focus, and you can see it in the way that we're creating offense in different ways, because not every game has been double-digit runs or high slugging. We've had to use the short game. We've had to use the stolen base. We've had to manufacture, but, we've also got some big production from guys like you mentioned, like Jonathan Engelman and Jesse Franklin.
Lastly, Coach, you've won 17 straight. Indiana's top 10, Illinois, Minnesota on the verge of top 25, Ohio State's 14 games above 500. How do you describe the strength of this league right now, especially at the top?
Well, I think the league has been improving. At least the 6 years I've been here, I've seen a noticeable difference in the growth and the improvement in the league. Everybody's improving their facilities. You got a lot of new coaches in the league, and everybody's recruiting at a higher level. developing players at a higher level. And so the success all the programs are having is, you know, kind of the fruits of the labor over the last few years. And so you're seeing some kids now from either the Midwest or outside of the Midwest. Midwest kids recognize they don't necessarily have to go south to get the baseball experience that they're looking for. They can get it in the Big Ten, and kids outside of our footprint are also attracted to come into play for these flagship institutions all across the Midwest and the Big Ten footprint, knowing that they're going to get a great education, they're going to play great baseball and have a chance to develop professionally and be represented in the postseason. And those are two things, obviously, that Big Ten schools are doing a much better job of in the last few years, postseason representation and drafted players. So that part has been great to see. But yeah, there's a lot of good teams in the conference, so I expect the race is going to come down to the end like it always does.
17 straight for Erik Bakich and the Wolverines, back at it this weekend against Penn State. Coach, appreciate the time. We'll take one final break.